Good evening, everyone. All right. The Clayton County Board of Commissioners meeting is now called to order. The date is February 17th, 2026, and the time is 6:00 p.m. At this time, we will move to roll call. District 1. Here. District 3.
Present.
District 2.
Present.
And District 4. All right. And Madam Chair is here. Next, we will move to our invocation and pledge of allegiance to our flag. Our invocation tonight will be done by Pastor Devereaux Page, Southside Seventh-day Adventist Church in Jonesboro, Georgia. He will come up and do our invocation, and thereafter, we will have the pledge of allegiance to our flag. Will you please stand for the pledge of allegiance to our flag and our invocation?
Let's pray together. Father, today as we make binding decisions on county operations, help us to remember to operate as just and merciful citizens of heaven. As we approve of budgets, help us to remember the least of these, the poor and the needy. As we approve zoning, help us to remember to have a heart for those with less square footage than us. You've called us to remember because you don't forget the poor and needy. You don't discriminate based on color or complexion. And we're most thankful that you haven't forgotten that you're coming again. Each of us wants to hear, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." Help us to be faithful as we occupy until you come. Bless our meeting today. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen. Thank you, Pastor Devereaux, for that awesome prayer. Next, we will move to item 4, the adoption of the agenda. Board members, are there any items that you would like to move to the regular agenda? I'm gonna let them do that first, and then we're gonna come again.
Okay. Yes. I would like to move item 11
Okay.
to the regular agenda.
All right. Any more, Commissioner Reeves?
No, that's it.
All right. Commissioner Allen, you have any?
No, none for me.
All right, and Commissioner Hamburg, do you have any?
No.
All right, thank you. So we will move item 11. All right. Next, we have, so you're gonna present now? Ms.
Just an
Jackson?
emergency add. I'm requesting
Okay.
to add something to the agenda, budget amendment 2-30, in the amount of $5,080,413 to appropriate funds from the Central and Mountain View tax allocation districts for payment to the Development Authority per the intergovernmental agreement.
All right.
Do we have to add that, or can we,
Commissioner Hamburg?
can we leave that off and have a discussion? Because I'm not familiar with this.
All right. Mr. Reed, will you please approach?
Good evening. Yes. Right now it is a
So it's
emergency ad. So I guess there can be some discussion as to that. And then
What's
if,
the emergency?
I was asked by the COO per the intergovernmental agreement to add this on tonight to make the payment to the Development Authority.
And
So
the
if the board
emergency
chooses to wait until the next regular meeting, we can.
I'm not familiar with it. I would like to be familiar with something. I'm voting on $5 million.
Okay.
I would like that.
All right, board members, is there any more discussion at this time? All right, so at this time, can we just hold off on adding it? Are y'all good with that, board members? And then let's look at it, give the board time to go through it, and then we'll add it to our next meeting. Thank you. All right, next, we will have item number 17, Resolution 2026-40, has a minor change. The awarded amount went from $1,500 to $1,525. There's a hard copy on the dais for all the board members. And Attorney Reed, you can speak on that.
yes, you explained it perfectly, Madam Chair.
Okay, I can just go.
I was just going to add one additional ask for an emergency ad. This will be Resolution 2026-50, which is a resolution by the Clayton County Board of Commissioners identifying an additional state legislative matter to be addressed during the 2025-2026 legislative session of the Georgia General Assembly. This relates to the potential for a technology fee and support for that if that is something that the General Assembly is looking for. This was something that was considered back in 2013 and it may be coming up during this legislative session. And the reason why this is an emergency is that crossover day is March 6th.
Okay.
And if it waits till the March 3rd meeting, it may be too late for the impact of support for any legislation to be felt.
All right, board members, do y'all have any questions on item number 17? All right, now, we can just vote on it during the, when we adopt the agenda, or do you want us to do a separate vote based on the change now?
Well, the item for item 17 is just a clarification.
That's what I said, clarification.
Yes,
Okay.
there won't need a need
Okay.
for a
All
vote
right.
for that.
Okay.
But the request is to add Resolution 2026-50.
Okay, and you also have a hard copy, board members, for Resolution 2026-50, and Chuck, will you speak on that as well? Did you want to talk about it, or?
Yeah, that's what I just
Oh, that's the
mentioned.
other one, okay.
Uh-huh.
Mine says 40. Oh, here, it says 40
Well,
then
I
50.
we do show one says 42.
Yeah, ours has, it says 40 there, yeah.
So there's two items. Item 17, I believe, on your agenda is the Resolution 2026-40. That one is just a minor change to
No,
what's
I'm not
on-
asking about that one, I'm asking about 2026-50.
Yes,
That's the
2026-50 is the one I just mentioned about requesting an additional state legislative matter to be
Okay.
addressed.
I didn't realize you had put them together. All right, got you. All right, cool. All right, no problem. So everybody has that hard copy. Does anybody have any questions again?
I do. I
All right,
want him to go
Commissioner
on with
Hamford.
40, if you don't
Okay.
mind.
Sure.
Oh.
40, as Madam Chair said, is that the library, what your agenda has is that the library system will receive $1,500 to purchase materials to support the 2026 summer reading program. What the amendment is that's on your dais now is actually, it's raised to $1,525.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a minor amendment to what you have there, going from 1,500 to 1,525.
Okay. And then 50 is what you just explained. Okay, gotcha. All right. All right, is there any other questions at this time? Can we get a motion to adopt the agenda with the amendments?
So
Well,
moved.
before you do that,
Okay.
there will need to be a motion to add item
Oh,
2026-50 to the agenda.
2026-50, okay. That's what I was asking you about before. I was asking you, okay. Let's go on through. So at this time, I need a motion to adopt Resolution 2026-50.
Not yet. There'll be a motion to add.
Add, I'm sorry, add. I said, I used the wrong verbiage, add. All right,
So
to
moved.
add. All right, I second it. Is there any more discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote?
Hold
All in
on.
favor?
Hold on. Who made the motion to add?
I did.
She did,
Okay.
and I seconded.
Okay.
And is it added to the regular agenda?
the
or
regular
consent
agenda.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Chuck, you up here confusing me now. Look, you let me do the first one. I thought you were still explaining that one. Okay, gotcha.
My apologies.
All right. Next will be item 5, presentations and proclamations. At this time, board members, would you please come down to the floor? We have a proclamation to celebrate Government Communications Day this week. So please come on down. What you missing?
Madam Clerk, did they adopt the agenda already, or was it just the add?
Oh, did I skip that?
I think you just made a motion to add it, but not
let me
adopt the agenda yet.
Before I go on down. At this time, I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Now we can come down. Look, I'm getting confused. All right, y'all come on up.
Clayton County Board of Commissioners honor and celebrate government communicators. Whereas February 20th, 2026 is Government Communicators Day, and the role of government communications professionals is to inform, educate, and engage their communities. And whereas robust communication in government creates trust and inspires residents to engage in Clayton-connected opportunities. And whereas government communications create relationships and calls to action, build awareness and understanding through storytelling, engage and foster engagement on civic issues using multi-channels of communications, public relations, and marketing. And whereas the Clayton County Board of Commissioners extends its deepest gratitude and recognition for the award-winning Clayton County Office of Communications and Print Services staff, led by Communications Administrator Valerie Fuller. And whereas the Clayton County Board of Commissioners appreciates government communicators' professionalism, dedication, excellent work ethic, commitment, and passion. And whereas community members attended the Clayton County Backstage Pass community event on Monday, February 16th to learn about services, initiatives, programs, and resources offered in Clayton County. And whereas we encourage employees to continue to celebrate Government Communicators Week and attend the internal training, Image Matters, Master Brand Identity and Appropriate Use on February 18th, 2026. And seniors age 55 and above are invited to the Meet the Messengers Lunch and Learn on Thursday, February 19th. Now, therefore, I, Chairwoman Dr. Alika Anderson Henry, on behalf of the Clayton County Board of Commissioners, do hereby proclaim February 20th, 2026 as Government Communicators Day and celebrate the Office of Communications and Print Services team. We encourage all residents, partners, and visitors to engage, participate, and celebrate government communicators in Clayton County, where the world lands and opportunities take off. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set the seal of Clayton County, Georgia, to be affixed this 17th day of February in the year 2026.
All right, thank you all, and I want to thank the Office of Communications for all that they do. They had an awesome event on yesterday that we attended for the celebration of the Government Communications Week, and so again, I just want to thank them for the great job that they do for Clayton County. Next, we will move to our public comments. Are there any public officials here today? I do see, is Frank back there? Raise your hand, Frank. Stand up, Frank. Frank is, I just want to say, Frank has perfect attendance. He is present at every meeting. So thank you so much for coming, Frank, Mr. Cobb. All right. Next, we will move on to public comment. The clerk will now read the rules for public comment.
Citizens will be given a 3-minute maximum time limit to speak before the Board of Commissioners. Please note that all public comments must be limited to matters on the agenda or over matters which the governing body has jurisdiction. Speakers must maintain a decorous demeanor and refrain from personal attacks upon board members, shouting, and using obscene language. Following 30 minutes of hearing from the public, the Board of Commissioners will allow the remainder of the citizens who signed up to be heard at the next Tuesday business meeting.
All right, thank you. And please, everyone, please make sure that you cut all your cell phones off so we can definitely hear everyone who is speaking tonight. First on the agenda will be Ms. Cassie Lazaro. Casey, I'm about to say Casey Lazaro.
Hello. Good evening, esteemed members of the board. My name is Casey Lazaro, and I am the Executive Director for Arts Clayton Gallery. Tonight, I am here to emphasize the role that the arts play in enriching the lives of our community and to express my heartfelt gratitude for your ongoing support. If you take a moment to look at the walls around us, you will see some new additions to them. The vibrant art featuring collaborative paintings created by students from 4th through 12th grade. This display not only showcases their talent, but also highlights the ability to work together creativity, an inspiring process that adds richness to our community. The arts bring color and emotion into our lives and enrich our experiences. While they don't always fund themselves, their benefit resonates deeply with our community. I want to thank you for your unwavering support of the gallery this year and in years in the past. It is critical that we remain at the forefront of your thoughts as we continue to gauge the arts for all ages. Currently, we are honored to exhibit the work of a local photographer, Marie Thomas. Her work is a beautiful tribute to the community and is really fitting celebration for Black History Month, and I encourage everyone to take the time to experience this remarkable exhibit. I would also like to extend my sincerest appreciation to someone here tonight from GO Sam, Patrick. His assistance with us in a collaboration with K-Pace Elementary for their upcoming production, Dare to Dream. We are grateful for his involvement and has helped foster our artistic expression amongst our youth. Sorry, I'm not used to speaking in public.
Oh,
I
you're
get
fine.
nervous.
You're fine.
But if anyone would like to see that show, it is this Friday and Saturday. Thank you once again for the support of the arts and for being champions of creativity in our community. Together, we'll continue to enrich the lives through the arts, and I look forward to our continued collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. And also, is Patrick here tonight? All right. Thank you again, Patrick. All right. Next is Dr. Henry Anderson.
Henry Anderson, District 3 constituent and resident, unincorporated Clayton County, Hampton, Georgia. In continuing with the balancing of my Clayton County Board of Commissioners Citizens Performance Evaluation of all 5 of you, our Clayton County Board of Commissioners, and giving you recognition, praise, accolades, and applause on the good things and decisions that all 5 of you have made, both individually and collectively. The praise spotlight is now on Clayton County District 4 Commissioner Mr. DeMont Davis. He is not here, but I'm going to stay on task and pretend that he's there. Commissioner Davis, one of your greatest strengths as a commissioner for your District 4 residents is your operating with great consistency, regularity, and reliability, and providing very clear and transparent communications and public noticing in Clayton County's Board of Commissioners weekly external e-newsletter and signs on the street of your District number 4, informing Clayton County citizens of your monthly meetings, with you being the only district commissioner to have your monthly constituent meetings on a monthly basis, which is every month on the second Saturday at 11 o'clock a.m. Using the term like clockwork, which refers to the consistent mechanical movement of a clock, your monthly constituent meetings operate in the same manner with perfect regularity, precision, and predictability, and often without any problem, delays, or issues. At your constituent meetings, you have a permanent and a regular county attendee, our Clayton County Police Department Chief of Police Kevin Roberts, who is such a permanent fixture at your meetings that not only does he stay the entire meeting, no matter how long it is, but he actually ran your constituent meetings during your 2 absences, which were at your Saturday, November 8th and December 13th, 2025 meetings, where Chief Roberts ran the meeting like he runs our police department with professionalism, order, precision, control, authority, and discipline. Your greatest accomplishment at your constituent meetings, in my opinion, occurs when you listen to one of your District 4 constituents concerning real-time spending in Clayton County's fiscal year 2026 budget, and directed our finance department, which is under the leadership of our great interim chief financial officer, Miss Angela Jackson, to produce the powerful Clayton County fiscal year 2026 budget to actual, where this powerful information-filled factual document shows how much of Clayton County's budgeted monies for fiscal year 2026, which are the year-to-date expenditures, have actually been spent in each Clayton County governmental departments, the percentages of the amounts that they have spent from their budget, and the percentage amount of Clayton County's total fiscal year 2026 budget that has been spent year to date. This alone makes attending your monthly constituent meetings a top priority, very important, must-attend meeting for the Clayton County citizen who wants to keep up to date with Clayton County's fiscal year 2026 budget and the amount of monies that have been spent to date. This concludes my public commenting on recognizing, acknowledging, and applauding some of your outstanding accomplishments, achievements, and successes for your constituents in District Number 4.
All right, thank you, Dr. Anderson. Next will be Mr. Cornell Madison.
Hello, everybody. Commissioners, fellow law enforcement brothers and sisters in the room. I love to hear good stuff about the police department and law enforcement. That's positive, that's good. My name is Cornell Madison from District 4. I'm here again, Clayton County Board of Commissioners, to ask for a forensic audit. I'm telling you, we need to do that so we can have the same positive information we just heard about the police department for the sheriff's office. But unfortunately, as I'm doing my investigation, I came across 2 checks, and I put them on Facebook already. One for $35,000, one for $13,175. These 2 checks were paid to Porsche, the Experience dealership in Atlanta, or Hateville. It's a conference convenient hall, and the reason why that was is for an employee appreciation function. This raises operations questions about who's overseeing the jail during this lavish event since we have no employees. Maybe this is why there's a need for the $29,000 suits I showed you last week to go to the party, I don't know. But this money could have been better spent addressing critical sewage and maintenance issues in the jail, or improving staffing levels to ensure this level of safety is correct. We must hold ourselves accountable. We must hold the office of the sheriff accountable. And this is ridiculous. And like I said, this is criminal, but guess I'll see you in 2 weeks when I have more for you. This is embarrassing. And like I say, every time I come up here, I speak to all you guys, even the sheriff's wife. I have nothing personally against the sheriff or his wife. I never ask or come for her because I don't want nobody to think I'm bullying her. It's not right. Unfortunately, she's put in a position because she lives with them, so she knows what's going on. I brought copies, but I'm sure you all have them, so I'll be giving them up to somebody else. Thank you all. Cornell Madison.
All right, thank you, Mr. Madison. All right, next is Sean K. Sutton.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean K. Sutton. I'm the CEO and founder of Helping Hands Now of Georgia, LLC. What we do is we place individuals on jobs that have felonies and people that come out of prison and people that's been displaced. This year alone, we've placed 9 families back into society, and 18 individuals have got jobs back in society as well.
Where did you say you were located? What's your location?
We're located at the Harston Norwich building.
Okay.
Yeah, through the mentoring of Debbie Angleton, what we've come to do is we've come to have community events. And the reason I'm here today is not for anybody's money, because the money is not going to change it. What's going to change it is your support and putting our events at least on your website, because we have an event coming in on March 6th and March 7th. And we have the fire department, we have job placements coming, and guess what? we're determined to place people on jobs, and we've been very successful in placing people on jobs. And all we want from the board, place our event on your community website. Show up to the event, because when you show up to the event, it shows the community that the government cares. I know that for a fact. Been there, done that. And God has placed me, and I ask that you place it on a calendar, place it on the website. No money is needed. We got all of that taken care of. We just want your presence and your support and your prayers to make this successful for our community. Because one thing I do know, what changes lives in the community is job placement and housing. And that's what we have, transitional homes and job placements for individuals that have felonies. The worst of felonies is just don't have an opportunity to get it done. We have those means. So please support it and put it on your website, and please come out.
Thank you,
And
Mr.
I'm
Sutton.
done. All right.
All right. Do you have a flyer for your event?
I do, yes.
Okay. Well, you can email it to the constituent aides and then to my executive assistant. That's fine.
Done. I will.
All right, thank you. All right, next is Chastity Rome. Chastity Rome.
Hello, Chastity Rowe, on behalf of the Gerald Matthews Community Garden in Hampton, Georgia. We're here to express a serious concern regarding the recent decision to remove our community garden space. Community gardens are public, citizen-led initiative designed to promote sustainable living, healthy lifestyle, and community engagement. Local governments often dedicate park land for residents to grow their own food, thus strengthening the neighborhood's resource, food cost, and fostering education across generations. Since its establishment in April of 2022, our gardens have served as a thriving space for seniors, youth, family, and community leaders to grow fresh produce and build meaningful connections. Our gardens represent a diverse cross-section of the community, including seniors, military personnel, a correction officer, a warden, educators, a church deacon, a few master gardeners, children, and new gardeners eager and ready to learn. We have also partnered with the Clayton County Library to engage youth and provide educational opportunities. Organizations such as the Food Well Alliance and local cooperative extension programs that have supported efforts like ours throughout the region. Personally, I have served as a liaison between Parks and Recreation and the gardeners since 2022. I coordinate meetings, cleanups, seasonal planting, and ensure compliance with garden guidelines. We, the gardeners, have collectively contributed lumber, soil, tools, mulch, furnishings at our expense to support the community effort. On February 10th of 2026, gardeners were notified by the Commissioner's Office that all materials must be removed by March the 1st. This timeline is extremely unreasonable. Many gardeners currently have crops in the ground that will not mature until spring or early summer. Additionally, individual gardeners have invested approximately $200 to $400 per plot in lumber, soil, and supplies. Nearly 90% of our members are seniors, and this abrupt request places unnecessary hardship on them without notice, transition planning, or replacement space. Until February 10th of 2026, no prior indication, individually or collectively, was given to the gardener space that this space would be repurposed. We respectfully request the decision to remove the garden be reconsidered, or that a suitable replacement location be provided by the spring. At minimum, we ask for an extension until May or June to allow the gardeners to harvest their crops and properly remove their materials without undue strain. This garden represents more than the land. It represents community, dignity, service, shared investment. We respectfully ask that you please consider the impact on the citizens who have faithfully cultivated and cared for this space. We also donate to local food pantries and families in need with items grown from our efforts collectively.
Thank you. Next is Ms. Alice Williams.
My name is Alice Williams. I'm a senior citizen in the Lovejoy community, and this is my little garden helper. I am new to gardening, but last spring was my first go at it, and I feel that it was a blessing for me. It's given me so much joy, and working in the garden and growing my own fruits and vegetables has been like really calming, and I'd hate to lose access to that garden that I just got, and it's just, it would just be a heartache to lose it. In addition to it helping me with my mind, it helps me provide good organic food items for family members who are battling cancer. My mom, my dad, my sister passed from cancer. My brother is currently battling bone cancer. His face lights up when he sees me coming with the fresh greens, the fresh beans, the peppers, all of the fresh produce that I'm able to give him that, you know, it's more expensive just getting it out of the store. So he lights up when he sees me coming. I actually carry the genetic mutation for the cancer gene, and it gives me pride to know that I'm doing something to try to end this genetic monster that has taken so many of my family members. I would like to propose a constructive solution that supports both our senior residents and the local youth, an intergenerational community garden initiative. This model would intentionally create shared space where seniors and youth garden together through designated plots, mentorship, pairing, and collaborative programming. Seniors would serve as mentors, passing down gardening knowledge, life skills, and agricultural traditions, while youth gain hands-on experience in sustainability, responsibility, and healthy living. This approach preserves the value of our senior gardeners while intentionally creating space for youth engagement. It strengthens the community bonds, supports education, promotes wellness, and positions in the garden as long-term asset to the county. Thank you all.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Ms. Williams. Next will be Mr. David Hamrick.
Madam Clerk, Commissioners, and to everyone, good evening. David Hamrick, District Number 3. Folks, tonight will be just quick roundup, if you will, of things I've discussed in the past. With one big announcement, remember everybody in Hampton and south on Terra Boulevard, NASCAR will be coming to town this weekend. Friday starts qualifying at 3 p.m., Saturday and Sunday. Saturday with a doubleheader, 1 and 7 o'clock. Sunday the big race at 3 o'clock. Transportation and Development, hey T&D guys, see if you can make sure you set those traffic lights for extended north to southbound traffic, so we can get these 60 to 80,000 vehicles up towards the interstate. Otherwise, we will be sitting from Flint River Road to Hampton, Georgia in bumper-to-bumper traffic. So, and remember, hopefully we have, as we have guests coming to town, hopefully Terra Boulevard looks good. I hear the laughter. Yeah, I know. This is how we do present ourselves, besides showing our dirty laundry on every Friday and Saturday night on Patrol Live. When we have guests coming from Florida, South, North Carolina, Ohio, and other parts of the United States, when they drive down Terra Boulevard, what do they see? Do they want their families to come here? What memories will they take home? Because as everybody knows, when things are done wrong, if your vehicle's not fixed right, you're going to tell 10 people about it. If it's done right, you're only going to tell 4. So hopefully Terra Boulevard will be in shape for our guests coming. The last townhouse on Highway 85 South on the left-hand side of the road before you get to Clayton County, after over a year and a half of completion, has now been sold. We have 118 townhouses that have been shut down for well over a year. I guess construction will start back up on them in between the Phillips 76 and the Circle K on Highway 85. We still have 150 that haven't even started clearing brush yet on Flint River and Terra, with 212 already under construction at Walden Park, and also the 84 houses on Thomas Road. And of course, all this was done before the last election and approved. So just want to make sure everybody knows that. So we have over 564 houses coming online very quickly. Also, Valley Creek repair is well underway from the fire damage of that building. So slowly but surely, we're getting things done. But I just wanted to give everybody a quick update instead of just going, hey, this is the latest and greatest. This is the latest and greatest. Y'all have a great afternoon, great evening, and as always, we'll see you at the races. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Mr. Hamrick. Next is Ms. China McLean.
Good evening. Clayton County held an immigration laws meeting last night at 6. I first heard about it last night at 5.
Ms. McLean, would you please state your county residence?
China McLean. I'm in District 2. My time started. I lost my time. Okay. So I first heard about it last night at 5, and it started at 6. Anyone else hear about it? And what about the live stream Coffee with a Librarian event last Monday? Now that one I did attend, but I left feeling a little let down. Twice they mentioned the community doesn't show up. It's the same 5 faces, they say. Yet they left no room for engagement. So I raised my hand and I stated, excuse me, I'm community and I have something to say. I want to be clear, I am not here to shame the panel. I appreciate everyone who takes the time to show up. But if you ask the community to come out, please leave room for the community to speak. They allowed me to speak, but the cameras went off, so the community was not heard, not by the viewing participants. But it's bigger than that. Look at this panel in front of us. It's usually 5 people there. No, it's not. It's really almost 300,000 people there. You see where I'm going with this? Like this panel before us, at noon, that panel was on the clock, and the mass of our Clayton County community was not absent on purpose. They were at work too. Unfortunately, they are commuting outside the county just to earn livable wages and coming back to maintain the homes that they are trying to keep here and trying to own. The community, again, is the people who stay. The weird lady in the orange who lives here, the families trying to build here, the retired, the working, and the striving. Shame on you to attack us as if we're absent on purpose. Practice must match protocol. Leadership sets the tone. How do you expect the community to communicate with you if the community concerns are limited to the minutes twice a month and community commemoration is omitted when offered? Do not look at the same 5 faces as absent. See us as participation, representation, as we do you. It's not 5 versus 5, it's 5 and 5. Please provide us a round table and not a panel. And I also want to be clear, I know what it means to be a community member, and I also know what it means to be a what it takes to be a community leader. My son knew it too. He gave to Clayton County, and he lost his life while pouring into the community. And though he was killed in the streets of Clayton County, his name and his story still is given back to your community. Not on salary, not on payroll, not appointed, he's just present. I am here because the community has no title. It is participation, and I will continue to participate for free because this is where I live, this is where my children live, and this is where my voice belongs. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. McLean. Next is Olga Rodriguez.
Good evening, City Council. My name is Olga Rodriguez, and I'm a Clayton County resident. And I stand here today not just as a resident, but as a parent and a member of the community.
Ms. Rodriguez, please state your city of residence, please.
Jonesboro.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. And I stand here today not just as a resident, but as a parent and a member of community that is carrying deep disappointment in the leadership we elected to serve and protect us. Many of us came forward believing that when tragedy strikes, our voices would matter, that the system that would treat grieving families with dignity, transparency, and compassion. Instead, too often, parents and victims' families are made to feel that speaking up for our children is somehow wrong. When we question or demand updates or push for accountability, the response can feel dismissive, defensive, or even just judgmental, as if our advocacy is an inconvenience rather than a right. When the district attorney, an elected official, is meant to represent the people, communicates in ways that makes family feel like they should stay quiet, it sends a painful message that our grief should be silent, our questions limited, and our presence restrained. No parent fighting for justice for their child should ever feel labeled as a problem simply for refusing to be silent. Advocacy is not interference. Grief is not disruption, and a parent's voice seeking justice is not opposition to the system. It is a call for the system to work for us as it should. Effective leadership requires effective communication. I've said this before. That means listening without assumptions, responding with transparency, and recognizing that families who speak out do so because they love their children and believe their lives mattered. When officials base their opinion on how vocal a family is, rather than turn to the substance of their concern, the trust is broken. And without trust, justice feels distant and inaccessible. We need communication that reassures families that we are partners in the pursuit of justice, not obstacles to it. We need officials who understand that when parents stand up and speak their children's name, they are not challenging authority, they are honoring their children and asking for government to do the same. I urge the council this, and all the elected officials, including the DA, to reflect on how your words, tone, and responses affect the families who come before you. Choose engagement over dismissal, choose transparency over silence, and choose to see your grieving parents not as a problem to manage, but as citizens deserving respect, answers, and compassion. Because justice for Nazareth is not something that I should ever feel like I have to apologize for, and neither should any of the other mothers fighting for their loved ones that they've lost. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rodriguez. Ms. Rodriguez, when you do it next, like Clayton County Board of Commissioners. We're not the council, we're the commissioners.
I'm sorry. Clayton County Board of Commissioners.
Yeah, thank you. You got it. You got it. Thank you. All right, next is Christopher Gallagher.
Good evening, Chairwoman and Commissioners. Chris Gallagher, Clayton County. I wanted to bring up something to you about, I haven't seen much in Clayton County, but the flock program they use of cameras, they're using more and more throughout the country there. They have good potential for their use to find stolen cars. However, they can also be misused there, where there were 2 law enforcement officers outside of Georgia. The one was tracking his ex-girlfriend, the other one was tracking his ex-wife there throughout it. I mean, it can be used for a lot of good purposes, but it can also be misused there. Fayetteville loves them. They're popping up everywhere. And you drive through Fayetteville, and I can be followed everywhere that I go. Every day they can track where I go to. I mean, they're almost on every street there that you're losing a lot of privacy. So I'm hoping if you decide to use them in Clayton County, that they set up a lot of safeguards that they can be used properly and they cannot be misused, you know, because so much of our information is out there. Even up north, Wagsman's post on some of their things from the time you walk in the store. Your face will be photographed, your image will come up, your name, your address, your phone number there. They track you through the store there of what you buy, and they said so they can make you better offers there. Even a lot of your apps track you that people aren't aware, and then they sell back to your insurance company, and that's how they give you your rates there. That, you know, and a lot of these scammers there with all this information out there are taking advantage of the elderly and stealing their savings there. So if we do decide to use these, please make sure they're safeguards, you know, that they're not misused. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gallagher. I appreciate it. We definitely are really using them. Thank you, Mr. Gallagher. Next will be Ms. Judith Cotton.
Good evening, Madam Clerk. Judith Cotton, District 4, Unincorporated Jonesboro. Madam Chair, Vice Chair, Commissioners. Well, my question was for Chairman Demont Davis. However, we see he's not here, but I'm going to go ahead and say it and put it on record. I'm not even going to read it. I've been driving around the county, and I have been noticing that Commissioner Davis has new signs. It looks like campaign signs, his campaign colors, very large signs. But he has them right next to his old signs that's saying the same thing, announcing his town hall meetings. So I'm wanting to know, why is it that he feels that he needs to have 2 signs saying the same thing all over the county? And some of them was in District 3 as well. So wasting taxpayer dollars to have the same sign that's sitting right there already. And to use the county employees to put them out, that's like misuse or misappropriation of funds. So I just wanted to know, but he's not here, why is it that he has to have 2 signs all over the county saying the same thing right next to each other? And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cotton.
Madam Chair, we're at 30 minutes.
How many?
Time's up.
That's it? Okay. All right. I just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. We have about 3 more people on our public comment. I will take you, I think I have Ms. Hardy, Mr. Garber, and Mr. Andrews. I will take you all first at the next meeting in March. Thank you so much. All right. Next, we will move on to our consent agenda. At this time, the board will consider, at this time, we will make a motion to approve the consent agenda. All right? All right, board members, can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
All right, and I second it. Is there any more discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. All right. Next, we will move on to item 8, which will be the, I'm sorry, not the consent agenda, I'm gonna say the regular agenda. Well, I did it right, consent. Okay, I did it right, I'll make sure. Because my paper say, okay, consent. All right, next we move on to our regular agenda.
Item 11 is Budget Amendment 2-29 in the amount of $5,000 to appropriate funds for food supplies for the last 2 weather emergencies and any upcoming emergencies.
All right, board members, I think Commissioner Reeves, did you have any questions about Budget Amendment 2-29?
Oh, I just,
To the regular agenda?
yes, I didn't see the funding source for this budget amendment.
You said the funding source?
Yeah, the funding source.
It's coming from the insurance premium taxes of $5,000 and going to ORS food and dietary supplies. It's when the Emergency Operations Center opens during weather emergencies, and police, fire, EMA, they all have to come together and they can't leave until the weather emergency is over.
Is this something that we should be planning to budget in the future in FY 2027?
Yes, and funds are budgeted. It just was not enough to carry them through the process, so this year we will increase that sum.
All right, thank you.
All right, any other questions at this time? All right, at this time, I need a motion for Budget Amendment 2-29.
So moved.
All right, I second the motion. Any more discussion? All
Madam
in
Chair.
favor say,
Is that a motion to approve?
to approve. Is that a motion to approve?
Oh, yes, I make a motion that we approve budget amendment 2-29.
All right, I second that motion. Is there any more discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Next will be Board Appointment, Board of Appeals. Ms. Quinn Howard's appointment with the Board of Appeals expired on December 31st, 2025. The new term will be for 3 years until December 31st, 2028. Commissioner Reeves, what's your pleasure?
I still need to follow up with Ms. Howard, so I'll be tabling that appointment until March 17th.
March 17th. All right, next will be board appointment to the Clayton County Board of Health. Dr. Wright's term expired on December 31st. The term is for 6 years and will expire on December 31st, 2031. At this time, I need a motion for a board appointment. And for this particular board, it would have to be a doctor who is a sitting physician. Does anybody have anyone?
Yes, I'll make a motion to appoint Mr. Henry Anderson to this board.
All right. All right. Can I get a second?
Second.
All right. Is there any
I said second.
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear you. All right. Is there any other discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? I abstain due to the fact that he is my brother. The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Thank you. Next is board appointment to the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities Board. Tracy Burney's appointment expired on August 20th, 2025. The new term is for 3 years. At this time, I would like to reappoint Ms. Tracy Burney to the Department of Behavioral Health and Disabilities Board.
Second.
All right. See, I'm looking up there. All right. Any discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Next is board appointment to the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities. Dr. Henry Anderson resigned from the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities, and his term expires on January 19th, 2027. Commissioner Hambrick, what is your pleasure?
I did make this appointment, but I believe that was a full board appointment when it was made.
Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen of the board, is there anyone else who would like to appoint someone to the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities Board? Or would you all like to table it until March 17th?
We could table it.
Yeah, let's table it.
So at this time, we will table that appointment until March 17th. Madam Clerk, you got that? All right, thank you. Next is board appointment to License Review Board. Ms. Valerie Williams' term on the License Review Board expired on November 2nd, 2025. The new term will expire on November 2nd, 2029. Commissioner Reeves, what's your pleasure?
I will also be tabling this until March 17th.
All right, we'll table until March 17th. All right, thank you. All right, next is item 29, board appointment to the Clayton County Public Facilities Authority Board. Javon Kearney is to be removed from the Clayton County Public Facilities Authority Board. Existing term expires on July 2nd, 2026. Commissioner Hamprick, what is your pleasure?
I would like to hold that appointment for March, I believe that's March
17th?
3rd. No,
March 3rd.
March 3rd.
Okay. Thank you. Madam Clerk, is that the correct date as well? Thank you, just want to check. All right, next is item 30, Veterans Advisory Board. Herbert Ward resigned from the Veterans Advisory Board. The existing term will expire on June 6, 2026. At this time, I would like to reappoint Mr. Herbert Ward to the Veterans Advisory Board.
Second.
All right, any discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. No, we didn't use that. That's the one you had for the public facilities. See, Michael? Yeah, that's the one you had. All right, next we will move to item 31.
Yes, I would like to table item 31. I would like to make a motion to table item 31 until the March 17th meeting.
All right.
I'll second that.
All right, is there any discussion at this time? All right, are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Next is item 31, public hearing.
Oh, no, we just did that.
I'm sorry, that was item 31. So I'm sorry, next is item 32. Because we tabled that one. Which would be resolution 2026-37, a resolution authorizing, I'll let Chuck say it, because if I say it, he won't say it.
Resolution 2026-37 is a resolution authorizing the county on behalf of the Clayton County Parks and Recreation Department to grant a special facilities use request to National Pan-Hellenic Council of Clayton Henry Incorporated to use the St. Vincent and St. Thomas pavilions and trails at the International Park for the purpose of hosting the 4th annual Clayton Henry National Pan-Hellenic Council 5K Fun Run Walk. To authorize the chairwoman to perform all acts necessary to accomplish the intent of this resolution, to authorize the chief financial officer to amend the budget where necessary to reflect an appropriate revenue source and expense, all may be required, to provide an effective date of this resolution and for other purposes. And just for the reason why this is on the regular agenda is that the applicant is requesting to waive the fees.
Yeah. All right. For item 32, at this time, I need a motion to approve resolution 2026-37.
I have a question. I have a question.
Commissioner Allen?
Director Horn, can you come up here? I have a couple of questions. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Chairwoman, Vice Chairwoman, Commissioners.
So last year, this board adopted a fee policy that our Parks and Rec staff created. And a part of that policy was for the board and the county to start charging outside agencies to use our facilities. Now, this organization here, I did some research because I'm just wondering, you know, why would they want the fee raised when they have an estimate about 400 people coming and they're charging? This is a fundraiser. So my question to you, Director Horn, is can this organization, or have you spoken to anyone from this organization, and are they willing to pay?
Yes, ma'am. I have spoken with the organization, and initially, they agreed to pay. Yes, ma'am.
So if they are, so do you know what happened if they agreed to pay at first and now they want the fees waived?
No, ma'am, they just made a request to waive the fees, and I don't have that authority, so I brought it to the board.
So I'll say why they
Well, I'm
waived
not
it.
finished my question
Okay.
yet. Can I please finish? Thank you.
I thought you were finished.
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
So, this organization is hosting a fundraiser with a little over 400 people or less. They want the county to waive the fees. They're going to make a minimum, as my estimation, of $10,000. If Parks and Recs is a department that brings a revenue, and if we have adopted a policy to say, okay, we're not going to waive any more fees, we're going to start making money from outside organizations to come into the county. And then on top of that, staff recommendation inside our agenda packet was to not have the fees waived. And it is staff recommendation that this organization pays the fees. I'm going to support staff and say we do not waive the fees. Thank you. You can go ahead, Madam Chair.
Thank you. As I was saying, the organization is coming in, and I am partnering with them to have a 5K. The 5K is for, and I know that they did speak with you and let you know that it is for scholarships for our children so they can go to college. I think that is a good thing that they're doing. They're giving out scholarships, whatever, I don't know where she got, where Commissioner Allen got her the part about her money or whatever she came up with. But I wanted to partner with them so that they could come into the county and they can actually have something where we can give back to our children in this community. Our children have a hard enough time trying to go to college. And if we can take some of the money that they're raising, because the money is not just for them to going back into their pockets. The money is for them to give it for the children so they can give scholarships for the kids to go to college. It has nothing to do with them taking the money and walking away with it. It is for a worthy cause. And so that's why I'm asking the board to consider this tonight. Again, our kids need to have a chance, whether they're going to college, vocational school, and if they're going to come to the county and give back to the county, which is what we always say we want companies and people to come in here to do. Why should it be a problem at this point in time for those kids not to be able to get those scholarships and we not give back from there? So that is the purpose of the partnership.
Yes, ma'am.
So they can still do all that and pay the fee?
Yes, ma'am, according to the policy, yes, ma'am.
According to the policy. And what is your recommendation?
My recommendation is to pay the fee based on the policy.
All right.
I have a question. Yes. So you talked with them. Did they agree to pay the fee?
Yes, ma'am, initially, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So at this time, I need a motion for Resolution 2026-37.
I'll make a motion that we deny Resolution 2026-37.
I'll second that motion.
All right. Is there any more discussion at this time? All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Nay. All right. Did you?
I voted. I voted, the first vote was, since they said they can pay the fee, then they need to pay the fee.
So you voting with them?
Yes.
All right. All right. So the ayes have it and the motion passes. Thank you. Next is item 33, Resolution 2026-44.
Resolution 2026-44 is a resolution to amend the official code of Clayton County, Georgia, specifically to initiate amendments to Appendix A, Article 1, Basic Provisions, Section 1.5, Defined Words, Section 3.21, General Business District Intent, Permitted Uses and Conditional Uses, Section 3.22, GB Development Standards, and Article 6 to provide an effective date of this resolution and for other purposes. And this, the purpose of this text amendment is to make changes to the development standards to determine whether certain uses should be conditional use permit versus permitted as a right.
Okay. All right. So at this time, I need a motion for Resolution 2026-44.
One moment.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go on.
Well, I'll be a little bit longer. You can go ahead.
Okay, so
Commissioner
is
Hambrick.
this saying that in the future, where we usually add conditions, because I know I have something coming later where I added a condition as far as no vape, whatever, is this saying that this will not come up, or?
No, what this is saying is initiating a possible revision to our zoning ordinance to determine, because right now coin-operated laundromats, CBD and vape shops, beverage stores, and personal service establishments are permitted as a right. In other words, if you have a GB or general business zoning classification, you don't have to come to the board to open any of these 4 types of opportunities or 4 types of establishments. What this will do is evaluate whether that should still be the case, as to whether they should come and ask for a conditional use permit to be able to use those types of businesses in the general business zoning classification. We're just evaluating, but before you can do any changes to your zoning ordinance, there has to be an initiation.
Okay, so on the beverages, then is that
Liquor stores.
your
Liquor stores.
alcohol? Okay.
Correct.
And on the personal services, would that include beauty salons,
That's
nail
correct.
shops? Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
That was
All
my
right.
same question.
All right,
so she
Commissioner
answered
Allen.
that. Same question, so you can discard.
All right, so at this time, I need a motion for the resolution 2026-44.
I make a motion to approve resolution 2026-44.
Second?
All right, is there any more discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it and the motion carries. All right, next is item 34, resolution 2026-48.
Yes, Resolution 2026-48 is a resolution establishing a moratorium on the acceptance of any applications relating to gas stations and vape shops in Clayton County, to repeal conflicting resolutions, to provide for severability, to provide for an adoption date and effective date, to provide a penalty, and for other purposes. The short version of this is that we're evaluating both density, as in how many are close, and how many we have, proliferation, the number of gas stations and vape shops in the county, to determine what is the appropriate response to that. How should that be codified in our zoning ordinance? So we're taking a pause on accepting any applications relating to those 2 uses to determine what's the best way to address it.
All right, is there any discussion at this time on this?
Yes, I would just like to personally thank Commissioner Reeves, because this is her policy that she's in place. So I want to thank her on behalf of the citizens of District 3, because this is something they've been asking for, so thank you for that.
All right, next, is there any other comments at this time?
Yes, I just wanted to
Commissioner
make,
Reeves?
I just wanted to make a comment for everyone who has been remarking on the number or the proliferation of vape shops that they have seen, and the audible groans that you hear from Clayton County residents when they see the construction of a gas station. This is a 180-day pause on accepting any applications, i.e. no new gas stations in Clayton County, as we evaluate the number that we have.
I have a question
All
on
right,
this.
Commissioner Hendrick.
Especially gas stations, because I know in District 2 some years back, it came up and on Riverdale Road, but the previous business was a car wash or whatever, but before that, it was a gas station. So how would that fit? If whatever that property was previous to, it may have shut down for a while. I think we approved something on Old Dixie like that. So how would that fit into this?
This will be a blanket answer, so there will be a case-by-case basis. But blanket answer is, if they're already existing,
Right.
they can continue to exist. If they are in the process and like they've gone ahead and applied and there's some question as to whether they have a right to develop, that will be evaluated as well. But if they are not existing, or there's been a pause that they may no longer have the right to operate as a gas station and they want to revive that, that may require them to have to wait past 180 days to determine whether they are able to do it at that location.
I'm just wondering if that comes up.
Mhm.
'Cause it's a possibility.
All right. Any more discussion at this time? All right, at this time, I need a motion.
I make a motion to approve Resolution 2026-48.
All right, can I get a second?
Second.
All right, any more discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Thank you. All right. The clerk will now read, we're going to move into our zoning part of the meeting, and the clerk will now read the rules for zoning decisions.
Citizens may speak for or against an item that is considered by law to be a zoning decision. Each side will have
I'm sorry, Madam Chair, I know that there was an emergency ad on Resolution 2026-50. Do you want to take that now, or do you want to wait until?
Oh, I forgot about that one too. Okay, all right,
Okay.
we can take it now. At this time, I need a motion for 2026-50.
Do you want me to read it?
Read it. Yeah, you
Okay.
can read it again.
All right. Resolution 2026-50 is a resolution by the Clayton County Board of Commissioners identifying an additional state legislative matter to be addressed during the 2025-2026 legislative session of the Georgia General Assembly, to authorize the chairwoman to perform all acts necessary to accomplish the intent of this resolution, to provide an effective date of this resolution, and for other purposes. And again, this is related to support for a technology fee for the Superior Court clerk, should such legislation be considered by the General Assembly.
All right, at this time, I need a motion for 2026-50.
I move that we approve Resolution 2026-50.
I second the motion. Any other discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Next, Madam Clerk, will you now read the rules for the for zoning decisions?
Citizens may speak for and against an item that is considered by law to be a zoning decision. Each side will have 10 minutes to present its case. In the event there is more than one speaker per side, speakers must divide their time to complete their full presentation in the 10-minute time allotment. And when their time is up, they must cease speaking and leave the podium. Applicants and citizens in favor of an item will speak first. Applicants may use all of the time allotted or reserve time for a rebuttal. Opponents of zoning decision items shall have no right for a rebuttal. When speaking, speak directly into the microphone and begin by stating your name, address, and the name of any organization you represent. Please be reminded that abusive, derogatory, or offensive language will not be permitted.
All right, thank you. All right, for item 35 is BOC 2509-0567, and that is for decision only.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Madam Vice Chair, Commissioners. Yes, the item 35 reads BOC-2509-0567, a request by Better Law PC to rezone property located at 5850 Riverdale Road, Riverdale, Georgia, 30349 from GB, General Business, to MX, Mixed Use Zoning District, for a new mixed-use development with retail and 345 apartment units. The subject property consists of 11.267 acres, further known as parcel number 13105A-003, and is located south of the Garden Walk Boulevard and Riverdale Road intersection. Commission District 2, Gail Hambrick. The planning and zoning consultants have recommended approval with the conditions, and the conditions read: 1, the minimum of 8 feet wide sidewalks along Riverdale Road and Garden Walk Boulevard. 2, 1 and 2 bedroom minimum sizes shall be referenced on the site plan. 1 bedroom shall be a minimum of 700 square feet, and 2 bedrooms a minimum of 1,100 square feet. 3, all proposed inter-parcel vehicular access must be approved prior to the issuance of a land disturbance permit. 4, no commercial salons, vaping shops, or beauty and barber shops permitted within the development. 5, applicants shall comply with the development renderings as submitted on January 26, 2026.
6, the applicant shall adequately annotate site plan, floor plan during the site development phase to reflect internal mailbox kiosks exclusive to each residential building, including Amazon package lockers, bike storage, EV charging stations, on-site supervisor quarters, swimming pool, pet park, co-work lounge, soft walking trails with lights, recreational area, gym, yoga, spin studio exclusive to residents only, grilling stations, sitting park areas, movie theater, personal storage center, pergola, fountain area, smart lock access, modern security and surveillance systems, and gated entrances. 7, show lighting plan along Riverdale Road and Garden Walk Boulevard and internal lighting during the site development phase. I believe the applicant is here, Madam Chair.
All right. Well, we're doing decision only. We don't need to hear from the applicant.
That is correct.
We can go on and, Commissioner, do you want to hear from the applicant?
Well, maybe after these questions, maybe.
You got questions, okay.
Right. Did you include, there was a Zoom call a couple days ago that had some conditions discussed. Tyler, do you have information from that, from the Zoom call? Were all those covered in the conditions that were read? Okay, the parking space, oh, well, first of all, we went down on the number of apartments. Somebody want to speak to that?
Yes, I read that in the caption. So it was initially 370 units. They reduced it to 345.
Okay, and the parking spaces now?
The number of parking spaces, I believe we're at, I think, Director GK.
Can you approach the podium?
Good evening, Madam Chair, Vice Chair, Commissioners. The parking on this project was solved. The parking issue, why it was stable, was solved partly because they reduced the number of units by 25 and redesigned some of the building to have bigger amenities. So currently, the parking spaces comply with code.
Okay.
Based on the number of units.
Okay. Did we, parking spaces, it was something else. Oh, did we read into record the additions that were made as far as amenities?
Yes, she listed all the amenities. Yes, and they're also on the plans. We also said that the approval is based on the site plan submitted on the date that she referenced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, did we mention anything about the garbage pickup? Was that anywhere with the previous meeting or now? That's why I'm saying they may want to come forward. Are they going to have one pickup or one? I mean, can that be decided by us or by them or?
I think you can ask them that question because they showed where the garbage is going to be, but we never discussed the pickup. If it's once a week or twice a week.
Okay, well maybe if they're here, they can answer that.
All right, would the applicant please come forward?
Good evening, board members. My name is Josh Mahoney, attorney at Battle Law PC 3562 Habersham and Northlake. On behalf of the applicant, I'm joined with Michael Migliori, who's a representative.
Can you speak up?
Yeah, can you all hear me okay?
Yeah, speak into the, yeah.
Okay. Y'all know me. I'm Josh Mahoney, attorney at Battle Law PC. I'm here with Michael Migliori. He's a representative of the developer. Commissioner, as to your question about trash pickup, we are showing a location on our plan, and Michael, correct me if I'm wrong, it's labeled as... Do we have...
It's right here. It's in the lower left corner of the site plan, certainly to code. There is dumpster locations.
So we would have one dumpster location for the commercial and the residential. The trash pickup would come up, grab it all, and they would go.
Okay, are you all planning on more than one pickup? I mean, not pickup, but company, or are you using one company?
Typically, there's going to be a company that's engaged in, for the community.
So right now, I think the answer is we haven't engaged anybody yet, but we can look to do one or multiple if there's something that makes you more comfortable.
Have you all discussed that, or has that been a discussion?
No, that's not come up until tonight.
We need to talk about that. You know, that's a big deal, because I've, you know,
So-
passed locations where trash is overflowing and all, so we need to.
Sure. And so what we can do is we can agree that we have to, not even agree, we just have to comply with Clayton County's Code of Ordinances when it comes to trash pickup. If it requires, you know, one company doing it a certain number of times a week, then we will do that to make sure that the site is kept clean.
That's a big complex.
Yeah, I agree.
Can that be a condition, or no need for a condition? I mean, we need something in writing.
It's in writing.
Yeah, so we have on our plan where the pickup is. We can, if you have in your ordinance, you have something that says we have to do it a certain way. So it's in writing there. However, if you want to add a condition that says we will engage a trash pickup company to come in accordance with Clayton County's Code of Ordinances, then absolutely
Okay.
we can add that.
Is that, okay.
Yeah.
But yes, ma'am, it is already written into the site plan.
Yeah.
Okay, that you will follow the county code?
Yes.
As far as?
Yeah.
And there is a location, it's already designated by the architect.
Okay. Okay, I mean, I would like for you all to pay close attention to all the conditions and all, but particularly the one that states that it must look like what you all showed us on January, 26th?
Yeah, so we have had plenty of time to review these conditions and we agree to all of them.
Okay. Well, in that case, I would like to approve BOC 2509-0567.
I'll second that.
With the conditions?
Oh, with the.
Yes, definitely with conditions. Thank you. With conditions.
And second that.
All right. Any discussion at this time? Any more discussion? Any more questions? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Nay.
Any abstentions? The ayes have it and the motion carries.
Who was the
Thank
nay?
you.
What was the nay?
Commissioner Reeves, she said nay.
If you're interested, it's because we are in a housing crisis, and I do believe that for this development to meet the minimum parking requirements that this county had, they actually had to eliminate housing, which is part of the reason why Clayton County, Atlanta, state of Georgia, nationally has a housing crisis, specifically because of parking minimums. And I hope that's addressed in the zoning ordinance, but I understand that this passed tonight and it will bring housing.
Why I appreciate your opinion, but this is District 2, not District 1, and different things apply to different districts, which is why we have 4 different districts and 4 different commissioners. Thank you.
I understand that completely.
All right, thank you.
But I represent.
Congratulations. You all have an excellent day. Thank you. Evening. All right, next is item 36, decision only, BOC 2509-0566, conditional use permit for property located at 5850 Riverdale Road.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The caption reads BOC-2509-0566, a request by Battle Law PC for a conditional use permit for property located at 5850 Riverdale Road, Riverdale, Georgia 30349, which is in a proposed mixed-use development zoning district to allow 345 residential apartments within a mixed-use development. The subject property consists of 11.267 acres, further known as parcel number 13105A-A003, and is located south of the Garden Walk Boulevard and Riverdale Road intersection. Staff has recommended approval with the same conditions. If you would like, I can read those back into the record, or, okay.
No, as long as we have all the conditions and the last thing that was mentioned regarding the trash pickup.
And Commissioner Hamburg, if you wouldn't mind, I just would like to confirm the language there that they will only use one trash pickup company.
I did not
You didn't?
say that.
Okay.
No. I just said make sure it's picked up or whatever.
Okay. So the CUP will be for decision only?
I do have a question regarding the pickup.
Commissioner Hamburg?
I know you all have not decided on a company or how many companies, but I would like for you, you all to consider how many pickups a week.
Absolutely, we can certainly do that. I know as part of the last vote, the condition passed already, so I would hesitate to make a different one, but we can certainly agree to the same condition, attach it to the CUP, and then look closely at what it would take to make sure that the site is kept clean and looking nice, especially when it comes to trash pickup.
Okay, so I'm not sure, maybe staff knows what will determine how many pickups are needed a week or whatever. I just don't want to create.
Mr. GK?
Yes, Commissioner. It's hard for me to say how many pickup that is needed because it's based on usage. But we can say at the minimum 2 pickups a week, or I don't know the language because we don't know what the usage will be. And so it's
I
kind
would
of,
think at least 2 a week for that many.
yeah, at the minimum 2 pickups a week.
Okay, can we add that as a condition to, for both, for the previous?
Yeah, no, it's going to be on this one, but it will affect, because the CUP is to grant the residential area. So the CUP will have the one condition about twice a month pick, or twice a week pickup. Yeah.
At least, a minimum.
A minimum
Now,
of.
If more needed, but a minimum of 2.
Okay.
Okay.
If you don't mind, can you speak on the mic, say you agree to?
We agree to that condition.
Thank you.
Commissioner Hamburg, what's your pleasure at this time?
Okay, I would like to approve BOC 2509-0566 with conditions, all conditions.
And especially trash pickup twice
No,
a week.
especially it looking like the renderings we saw on the 26th of January.
All right. And can we get a second on that motion?
I'll second it.
All right, any more discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Nay.
Any abstentions? The ayes have it and the motion carries. Thank you. All right, next will be item 37, public hearing, BOC 2510-051. I'm sorry, 0581.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. Caption reads BOC-2510-0581, a conditional use permit to construct a wireless telecommunications facility at 586 North Bridge Road, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30215. Appendix A, Section 13.9. Okay, we're going to skip that part. So we'll go to the next portion of the caption. The subject property consists of 1.70 acres. It is zoned PUD, which means Planned Unit Development Zoning District, further known as parcel number 05076AD002, and located between Emmons Road and Molly Sue Lane. This property is in District 3, Tasha Allens. The applicant is here. Staff has recommended denial due to the following. There are 4 existing towers in the surrounding area, all within 3 miles of the proposed tower. The closest tower is 1.2 miles away from the subject property with a height of 180 feet. In addition, the applicant is not meeting the minimum setback requirements stated in number 4 of Article 6, Section 6, TF-05. The applicant is seeking a reduction in setback to accommodate the fall zone of the tower. The goal of the telecommunications ordinance is to minimize the number of cell towers or new towers in residential areas. The proposed tower will increase the number to 5 towers within a 3-mile radius. The zoning advisory group recommended approval on February 2nd, 2026. The applicant is here to speak on the petition.
All right, will the applicant please come forward?
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Harold Buckley. My address is 2849 Paces Ferry Road in Atlanta. I have a PowerPoint that I was going to work from, but I don't know if we have it.
How much time will you need for rebuttal for this one?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I don't think we'll need much rebuttal time. We haven't had anyone speak in opposition so far. We are asking for a conditional use permit at this location. In my materials for my application, I showed how we met all of the approval standards, not only for the use permit, but also the variance. So I wanted to address the concerns raised by the staff. They raised that before our first hearing before the zoning advisory group. The zoning advisory group deferred it for 30 days so that we could address their concerns. The first concern is the proliferation of towers within a 3-mile radius. We did show the staff, and we have the technical materials in our application that says that, number one, we have a gap in coverage in this location for T-Mobile. T-Mobile is the company that wants to put an antenna on this new tower. They already have antennas on every single other tower within 3 miles of this location. So literally the only way to close this coverage gap is to install a new tower in the gap area. So this is entirely consistent with the county's telecommunications facility.
Because of the clock, you all need to set the clock. It should be set for 8 minutes. Go ahead.
So we are entirely consistent with your telecommunication facility standards because T-Mobile, our end user, has already taken advantage of every tower that's available in this surrounding area. The second concern was relative to the variance to reduce the minimum setback, which right now is 190 feet. The zoning ordinance requires us to have 1 foot of setback for every foot of height on the tower. We have submitted fully engineered drawings to the planning staff and an engineer's letter and analysis. It's 12 pages of analysis showing that this tower has been designed to withstand maximum wind speeds exceeding 100 miles an hour. So it would literally take a Category 2 tornado to bring this tower down. If a Category 2 tornado comes through here, our tower is the least of the folks in the surrounding area's worries. And so we think that it is justified to reduce the setback. We're asking to reduce from 190 to 40 feet. Our engineer's letter says that our tower has a fall radius of 32 feet. So even if the tower were to fall, there would still be 8 feet between the fall zone and the property line. So, it's not even going to fall across the entirety of our property. So there is no threat to public safety. The threat to public safety is the existing gap area. Because if you have T-Mobile service in this area, you may not be able to make calls in, for example, an emergency. Now, if you have a cell phone, you can use any other networks to dial 911. But as we saw a few weeks ago, Verizon had a multi-state shutdown on their network, and so even if Verizon was the backup network in this area, if their system goes down, you still can't dial 911. And then finally, on the public safety front, we offered at the ZAG to allow Clayton County to install its own emergency telecommunications equipment on this tower up to a height of 150 feet above the 150-foot mark. We would have the antennas for the other carriers that would go on the tower. So if this would improve the county or supplement the county's coverage for its own internal emergency communications. It would allow the county to have redundancy in its ability to send out emergency messages to the public. And those are just two examples. The county could do whatever the county wants to do if it puts equipment on this tower. I just wanted to give you those examples. We have proposed a zoning condition to memorialize that offer, and we submitted that to the planning staff back on January the 23rd. So for all of those reasons, we ask you to approve our application.
All right. Thank you. All right. You can have a seat. At this time, is there anyone who is for this item? That means that you are in favor of this item and would like to speak on it. All right. Seeing none, is there anyone who is in opposition of this item? All right. Dr. Anderson?
Thank you. Good evening. Henry Anderson, District 3 constituent and resident, unincorporated Clayton County, Hampton, Georgia. I would respectfully say that it should be denied based on the strength of what our planning and zoning consultants have so eloquently put in comprehensive, detailed writing, that we have a telecommunications ordinance which is to minimize the number of new towers in residential areas, and it will increase the number to 5 within a 3-mile radius. So on the strength of what our planning and zoning consultants have presented, I would support denial, and that is it.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who's in opposition of this item? All right. All right, will the applicant please come back up? You have 2 minutes for a rebuttal.
Thank you.
Please, wait, let them set the clock. Can you all set the clock for 2 minutes? Thank you.
I just wanted to address the staff's position once again. If you look at their staff report, what the staff report says in detail is that there are 4 towers in the surrounding 3-mile radius area, and they did not see why we could not co-locate on one of those towers. After the staff came to that position, we explained to the ZAG, and we pointed to materials that we had already submitted in our application that said T-Mobile was already on those towers. So the reason they can't co-locate to address this problem is the existing antennas don't cover this area, and a new antenna on the existing tower would also fail to address this problem. So, and I understand that the staff is no longer concerned about the proliferation of towers, at least in our case, because of that. And I won't speak for them, they can speak for themselves. But again, on the variance, we have shown that we meet all of the standards in the zoning ordinance. So, what Georgia law says is if we show that we meet the approval standards, we're entitled to the approval of our application. Excuse me. And also, there is no evidence in the record to rebut our information. Nobody has submitted any technical information concerning any flaw in our structural safety. And there is nothing in the record to say, well, we looked into the materials they gave us and there is still another tower that they could co-locate on. So again, we would ask you to approve our application.
thank you. All right. Commissioner Allen, what's your pleasure?
I'm going to table this into the March 17th meeting. I need to speak with staff and just get a better understanding of where's the disconnect in communication here. Okay.
Thank you. All right, next.
Do we need a
to vote the
motion?
table. All right, at this time, I need a motion to, well, you can, your motion is to table.
To table, yes, to
Oh,
March 17th. To
All
March
right, I second
17th.
the motion on that. Is there any discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Thank you.
And we still also have the variance application that's
Yes,
coming after
we're
this
going
one.
to the next one. All right, next is item 38, public hearing BOC 2512-0589.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The caption reads BOC-2512-0589, a request by Prime Tower Development LLC for a setback reduction of 150 feet, resulting in an amended setback of 40 feet per section 6.37.TF-06.A.1 for a wireless telecommunication facility at 586 North Bridge Road, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30215. The subject property consists of 1.7 acres. It is zoned PUD, also known as Planned Unit Development Zoning District, further known as parcel number 05076AD002, and located between Inman Road and Molly Sue Lane. Variances for wireless telecommunication tower setbacks will require public hearings by the Zoning Advisory Group and the Board of Commissioners. This property is located in District 3. And allow me just to go through the zoning of this property. It is zoned, you can go to the next screen. It is zoned GB, so the property outlined next to it, adjacent to it, where it's outlined, that is the property we're discussing tonight. This is the land use map of the subject property. And this is the bird's eye view of the property. Again, it is outlined in the tan color. Here is showing the surrounding bird's eye view of the property. As you can see, the residential developments that is around the subject property. And this is the street view. Across the street from the subject property, you have Eden Fresh and other commercial developments. Here's the site plan. As you can see, the proposed location of the tower will be 150 feet from the curb, the street. Our code states that the setback must meet the height of the tower, as to why the applicant is seeking a variance for reduction. And this just a bird's eye view showing technical setbacks. And here are the next few slides, which show the existing cell tower coverage. And these are the points where they're located. The pink dots are where the cell towers are located. And this shows the structure of the proposed tower, the height, and the amenities that will be on the tower itself. And the applicant is here to defend the petition.
All right, will the applicant please come forward to the podium? All right. How much time will you need for rebuttal?
I won't need any. By the way, that's my PowerPoint. Wanted to reiterate, we've got fully engineered drawings, 12 pages of analysis, showing that not only will the tower not come down unless there is an extreme catastrophic event, but number two, even if it were to come down, it would fall well within our own property line. And so we would ask you to approve our application.
All right, thank you. All right, you can have a seat. All right, at this time, is there anyone in favor of this item?
Madam Chair, I'd like to say something.
All right, you can come up to the podium, sir.
Madam Clerk, Mickey Garber, unincorporated Rex, Georgia. What has made our county, our state, and our country the powerhouse that it is? Two things: refrigeration and communication. Well, I'm not here to talk about refrigeration. I'm here to talk about communication. And any gap in communication leaves a hole for your mother, your father, your brother or sister in retrieving emergency calls. And these gentlemen have stated that our 911 system could actually use that tower. Now, in good reasoning, the amount of lives that could be saved with the communication greatly exceeds the amount of lives that would be lost by a tornado taking down the sign, the tower. Am I making good sense here? Okay, now that I'm communicating, let's continue to communicate and pass this variance for these people to put in their communication tower. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, is there anyone else who's in favor of this item that would like to speak? All right, seeing none, is there anyone who is in opposition of this item?
Henry Anderson, District 3 constituent and resident, unincorporated, Clayton County, Hampton, Georgia. Of course, the applicant and Mr. Mickey Garber raised a point concerning safety and the ability to your constituents to make 911 calls. So I'm going to assume that when you, as you table it, you will talk to law enforcement to get that aspect. So I would just say this. Of course, I'm still tilt toward denial, but if you weigh the need of your constituents being able to call, no interference with 911 emergency calls, I would say, Commissioner Allen, I don't trust builders. I don't trust the cell tower folk to have it looking aesthetically pleasing. So I would just say, if you tilt toward approval, they need to make sure that this is covered. It doesn't look like a cell tower. I'm familiar with that area. I'm familiar with it very well. It's a beautiful area. It's close to Fayetteville, where Fayetteville is a beautiful county, 1 home to 1 acre. To have whatever the fake trees that hide it, the architectural design to hide it, that takes money. These people put these towers in our county. I'm just going to be blunt, because of the way we look. If it was in Fayette County, oh, they would spin. But they come here because they look at our county, they look at the towers they look like towers. They are not aesthetically pleasing. And I would just say this, you being our newly elected commissioner, even though you completed 1 year, I think this would be your first decision for a cell tower. So in being positive, like with Commissioner Hamber, you're undefeated in your election, 1-0. So when you make these decisions, this will be the, this would be the start of everything good about if you're going to approve the cell tower, making it sure that it is aesthetically pleasing, and they put the best that they spend, like they do when they go to Fayette and Forsyth and the richer counties, and they look at our county and see past cell towers where the elected officials did not do what they needed to do. So if you tilt toward it, I'm of course going to stay with denial, and this will be your first decision, that you make sure that aesthetically pleasing, because it's all online how they should look, trees all around it, where it doesn't look like a cell tower, and that they spin. So, and this will show this first decision. This is an important decision for you, your first cell tower. So I'm just giving my thoughts on this. Thank you.
All right. Is there anyone else who is in opposition? All right, come on up, Mr. Gallagher.
Good evening, Commissioners there. Yeah, basically the cell tower is going to be in my backyard basically there. I had watched a documentary that was produced over in England there where they were talking about cell towers and cell phones, and they said, like, we don't know the effect yet. It will take years, like what it has on children, because they said they took like 25-year-old soldiers where they held cell phones up to their heads there, but they said they have a thicker skull than little kids walk around with that. And they were doing research, and they were saying that people that live within a 4 to 5 mile radius of the cell towers there had a 55% higher rate of all different types of cancer in the area there, where there was a lot of back and forth where they're saying, no, this hasn't been proven, and they're like, yeah, we have the facts here. But I mean, it does not meet the requirements of the setbacks there, and it's not going to look good. We had them trying to build a cheap, kind of miniums at the end of our development there, and now we're going to wind up having, this eyesore there. I mean, it's just going to bring the area down there, and I personally would prefer if this was rejected, since it doesn't read the, we have beautiful homes over there. We don't need an eyesore over there. And then, like I said, I worry about the health concerns, of a tower there and be living right next to it. So I hope that you, think hard and that you vote down, because we have a lot of people on River's Edge that are not going to be happy about this. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Is there anyone else who is in opposition of this item?
David Hamrick, District Number 3. We heard a couple engineering things. Hopefully, y'all might remember the Titanic, the Hindenburg. Excellent engineering marvels for their time. They're not with us for a reason. When we're looking at, and they're saying a fall, if the tower falls, my thought is, what about flying debris? You're looking at an F1, 73 to 112 mile an hour winds. Didn't we just have a tornado come through part of Butts County, Henry County, and literally just destroyed the homes? They were F1s. Debris was thrown how many feet away? And I'm talking house particles. When you start talking a setback, it's not only for the fall, but as we say, it's for the debris field. What can happen in an explosion, accident, a catastrophic occurrence like this? Granted, we have tornadoes are few and far between, but they occur, and they cause a lot of damage when they snap trees. The one that went through Interstate 75, it literally jumped the interstate and kept going. That wasn't that long ago. So my thought is, if you're going to do it, you better insure this thing, and where are the test results? That's what I want to see. What test results was this structure subjected to, and what happened when it did break loose? How far did the debris travel? Because when you take metal shards and put them in the air at 100 miles an hour, folks, I've seen 2x4s go through concrete walls. That's documented. It happens. Just a thought.
Thank you. All right. Is there anyone else who is in opposition of this item? All right. Commissioner Allen, what's your pleasure? Oh, because you said he didn't have any more time to rebut, so he said 0. So
Okay.
what's your pleasure?
I'm going to make a motion to table this to the March 17th meeting.
All right. I second that motion. Is there any discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. All right. Next is Mr. Reed. Do we have a need for executive session.
Yes, on personnel and litigation.
All right, at this time, I need a motion to go into executive session for personnel and litigation.
I second.
I said a motion.
I'll make the motion.
All right,
I second.
I second. All right, is there any more discussion at this time? Are you ready for the question? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. We will now go into executive session for personnel and litigation. Thank you. All right, board members, I need a motion to reconvene from executive session.
So moved.
All right.
Second.
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Thank you. Chuck, we ready? Where's Chuck? Chuck, you sit back there looking for that chicken.
That's always something. So, I have one item here is to approve a settlement property damage only release between Clayton County and Bradley Barber against Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company and Addie Thrash. And this is relating to an auto accident that occurred on or about December 28th, 2024. And that is in the amount of $50,000, at which they will be paying the county.
Oh, we getting some money back. Y'all hear
Right.
that?
Oh,
Ladies
make sure
and gentlemen,
that
y'all
is
hear
clear.
that? We getting 50, how much back? I need you to say it a little bit.
50,000.
Say it a little louder. 50,000 back. All right.
And then authorize the chief financial officer to amend the budget where necessary to amend as I forgot what that was.
So
gonna say.
moved.
Yes.
So moved. All right. Second. Can I get a second? All right. In discussion at this time, are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. All right. Next, Ms. Ambles.
Good evening, Clayton County Board of Commissioners, and I would never miss an opportunity to say good evening to our Clayton County citizens. Civil Service Rule 7.102 allows positions to be double filled in cases of emergencies or for training purposes. In this particular request, we have an emergency. Human Resources is requesting to place Terasia Wickerson in the position of assistant to the chairwoman to provide support while Ms. LaVonna Cooper is out. And as I said earlier, Civil Service does allow us to double fill the position. We are asking for this for 5 months, and the cost of doing that for 5 months is $30,852.
You mean 5 weeks?
No, we want to 5 months.
5 months.
Because, yes, ma'am, we want to do, and we may not need all of that time.
Okay.
But if I ask for if I ask for 5 months, because if I ask for a specific time and which Ms. Cooper is not back within that specific time that I asked for, which we know will be at least 12 weeks, and I do want to put on record, we're not releasing any type of information about her other than the information that the Board of Commissioners need in order to make a decision. So if I save 12 weeks and it goes beyond that, I don't want to have to come back to the board to request additional. So that's why I'm asking for the 5 months at a cost of $30,852. We may not need that, but that's what we're asking for so that we don't have to repeat coming back to the board.
Well, that was the question I was gonna ask. Are we obligated for
No.
5 months or
Yeah, we
just a
obligated.
period of time?
Yes, ma'am. I want to be clear. Yes, ma'am. Just the period of time that she's going to be out. We are expecting 12 weeks, but if it exceeds that, then we do have the cushion and we won't have to come back to the board, bothering the board about this again.
All right. All right, at this time, I need a motion. I'll make the motion to, so moved. All right.
Second.
Second. All right, any discussion at this time? Are you ready for the vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it and the motion carries.
Thank you. And let me I need to put the effective date of this
effective
action.
date.
Thank you. The effective date, we're going to make it Saturday, February the 14th,
Okay.
February, Valentine's Day.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right. At this time, I need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
All right, I second that motion. Is there any discussion at this time? Any announcements? Y'all want to talk about anything y'all got coming up?
Tomorrow, the Transportation and Development Office is holding a second meeting on the Comprehensive Transportation Plan, and that's going to be at the Carl Rodenizer Center. There are flyers in the back with the exact time.
And I have my last community, well, it's not a last community meeting, but it's my last meeting as far as talking about the county and where we're going. We're going to move into some other meetings from there. But I've hit District 1, 2, and 3, so I'll be hitting District 4. I think it's Thursday, February 26th. I will have my community meeting, and you all can get further information back in the back. It should be some flyers. If they hadn't put them out, they will be putting them out. And also, you can go on the website.
Okay, I have a community meeting on Saturday, Normandy subdivision. And to remind people that we do have a special election coming up, early voting starting on Monday.
For probate court.
Probate court. All right.
Probate judge.
Please get out and vote, and this meeting is adjourned. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of your evening.